Sure.
My God.
That's what we want to do. And we're live.
And we're live.
Who let that Quindy lady in here? Why is she here? Why is she here?
She'll put the ugly pug face in chat.
I know she will put that ugly pug face in here. She has an ugly pug, I hear.
Oh, does Quindy have a pug? Ah, that explains.
No, I mean, she calls it a cat, but it's really an ugly pug. Let's be real. Yeah, Egret's, well, you know how Egret is.
Egret. You know nothing, Jon Snow.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah, man, yawning already.
Did you have a Monster TM, Energy TM up there?
I did. I only drink it on Fridays now, but.
Oh well, I mean, I get it.
For Fridays, I'm always extra sleepy. I don't know why. There we go.
Just down it, shotgun it.
Just do one of the things where they like crush the can, you know.
Are you mocking my cat? No, we're not mocking your pug. You have a pug, don't you? Named Egret. You're scared of everything.
Scared.
So, true story, Quindy has like 900 security cameras in her apartment from every angle.
That's pretty cool.
But they're not really security cameras. They're just to watch her pug of a cat.
Cat cameras?
Her cat pug.
Hey, Francis. What's up? It's Friday. The day where we do nothing. No, I'm just kidding. I was in casting all day.
But the cat cameras are accurate.
I had cameras in our old apartment to watch Spring when we came to work, just to see what she did, because I was curious as to what she did all day.
She just hangs around, right?
It's like gets into the trash can, or we had to actually child-proof our house because we would wake up in the middle of the night hearing her like drinking out of the toilet, and it's like, why are you drinking out of the toilet? Your water bowl's full. So I had to buy like child-proof. John, they say my voice is quiet.
Oh, hold on. Let's adjust that.
Queen of Kings.
How about now? Is that better?
Better. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Justin got a new mixer, so he's messing around with all the settings.
Oh yeah. In fact, you know what? While we're doing this little mix around right here, I'm gonna start messing with these here special effects.
Apparently, he has a bunch of special effects.
What's this do?
Hey, Francis, you're here. Queen of Kings, let me know. Yeah, cats are a lot more chill than dogs, but we had to start child-proofing our house basically, and so all of our trash cans lock, and our toilet has this like little baby thing on it that like stops it from being lifted. So there's no way, you have to like actually activate it in order to lift the seat up. So we had to do that to our house. Just because Spring she's like a little Hoover, or like a little pig, you know, pigs eat everything. She just walks around the house just kind of
hoovering stuff up.
Yeah, hoovering things off the ground. It's crazy. Oh, a piece of plastic, or something that I dropped 2 days ago.
Man, that's tasty. Nom, 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 nom.
She acts like she's starved, even though we feed her way more than what we're supposed to. She just acts like she's crazily starved. That had pedals. Oh, the little pedal trash cans that you press and they pop up. Yeah, we had to buy the little ones that you just, when you close it, you just hit the little switch and it locks it. It's a thing. So I guess homeowner thing that I've been doing recently is that my sprinkler system has been malfunctioning. We turned the sprinklers off for the cold season because we didn't want our pipes to freeze, and it's been about 5-6 months or so, 4 to 6 months. Go to turn my sprinklers on and they don't work magically. So I've been trying to figure out what's wrong. I'm calling a bunch of people, and they think it's an electrical problem, but then people can't come out until the second. It's like, dude, it sucks. So now I have to actually manually water my yard myself. So I'm sitting out there for a couple of hours every day pretty much just moving around this big sprinkler. But yeah, that's my kind of home situation right now. It sucks.
Also, you kind of ran together homeowner for some reason, and it sounded like you said homo things. Obviously, you meant homeowner things, to clarify.
Auto mod, that was a funny auto mod. Homeowner things, yeah.
Yeah.
But, so, I've been manually watering my yard. I'm out there just sitting on the corner, like, waiting to move it. But it actually is a good excuse to, like, go clean the garage or clean out my car or shop vac the garage. You know, just set a timer and go do other things. But it is a pain. You know, compared to just going to the watering controller and just be like, tuk, 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 and say, hey, water Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Were you messing around with stuff?
I'm working on it.
Oh, okay, I couldn't really hear, so.
No, you couldn't. I'm still kind of messing with it here.
Ish and Loki, thank you for the Twitch Prime for 30 months. Do I have a pointy hat on? No, I just wear my normal hat. Hey, Ish and Loki. But yes, that's kind of what I've been dealing with. And then I got to take my car in on the 1st to get it looked at. I'm having some electrical stuff going on with the lights on that. So it is what it is. So I'm about to spend a lot of money at the beginning of May, is what it sounds like. That's what that indicates to me. But hey, luckily my credit card limit just increased, so that's good. Woo woo. Adult time, baby. Woo! How's everybody doing on Friday? It's Friday. It's you know, Fridays are always good around here. Fridays are always kind of chill here at Reaper because, believe it or not, a lot of our orders kind of come in at the beginning of the week. Partially because a lot of people, like businesses and stuff, will place orders on Sunday, kind of getting ready for the week, and then it kind of dissipates towards the end of the week. That's why we do our new releases on Mondays now. Hey, Moonlight. Hey, Christine. What were you guys doing? Raid. What were you guys sculpting? I'm assuming you were sculpting. Did you have anybody on your show today? Shout out to Moonlight Minis, Christine Van Patten, and Kyle Van Patten over there at Moonlight Minis. They sculpt some stuff for a lot of people. No guest star this week? RIP. It's okay, you can't have them every week. But good thing now is that we got a new mixer. We can actually start having guests in.
That's true.
Kara's going to join. When are you coming back on? When am I coming back on? Oh, to Moonlight Minis? I can. Just message me. You can always come on here too. Onto this show, because that's what I was getting to. But now that we have the new mixer, we are actually able to call people in and do things again, because I can hear them. Because our old mixer was kind of puttering along. And so what I was thinking would be cool is I stand over here and do stuff, right? Or like, you know, split the screen right about here, and then have the person that's on over here on this side of the screen doing whatever they're doing, and then I'm over here. But the cool thing is with this setup with the green screen, like if you're sculpting something, for instance, let's say Moonlight is on and they're sculpting, I could like point it out and like point at it. You can like full screen it. You can put your whole screen back here, and I can just point at it. But yeah, it would be cool if I had a Cintiq as well. Like if I had a big Cintiq here, I think sculpting like this, like standing here with a big Cintiq and like sculpting and then having it show up here would be cool. Man, that would be sick. I haven't sculpted in a while though, so I'm very rusty. But if I have other people, like guests and stuff on, it would be cool. Like let's say Kara was painting, or somebody like Proctor called in or something. We can just put them up here while we're talking to them. But on that list of things, we have the first kind of interviews, things that I'm going to be doing is for Mirrorscape. Mirrorscape comes out at the end of next month, and so they've been reaching out to me to do some social media stuff. So I figured we would interview their CEO and their art director, and I kind of want to interview the people who paint all the digital minis and the guy who does all their demos. I think having him run myself and you guys through a game using Mirrorscape would be fun. So I think that would be cool. Yeah. But that's cool. You said you were sculpting some, what was it, female miniatures? Some female minis, yeah. I think I saw a post about, was it the Dryads? You were working on some Dryads at some point, Christine, that I saw. I think they were Dryads. I get little emails from like tribes and stuff like that as well in my emails. But yeah. I think I saw for ReaperCon that you were going to be teaching, did you get permission from Ron to be able to do the design a Reaper model thing? I figured that was probably a highlight class for you last year, and I figured that it would be a really fun one to return with as well. And I kind of want to find out when that is. I think so, yes. Sick. Perfect. And I think that would be a fun one, because I would like to go sit in on it. Since not 100%, man, I would push for it. Even if it's not in a classroom, we could probably make it happen, like in the main hall or something like that. So, we could make it happen. Like a panel of some kind. But yeah. But now that we can do interviews and stuff again, queued for scheduling equals approved. I believe so. I think once you're in the scheduling phase, it has been moved over to the like scheduling phase. So if you're in scheduling, then that means you're past the first step. I like the brainstorm, especially when you have a bunch of people like chat and like people at the con. That's the fun part. Speaking of ReaperCon, I started working on this bad boy. So obviously people can see this map right here, this section right here. This is the vendor hall. If you guys don't know, Moonlight's right here on the corner. Moonlight Minis in the purple. They got this whole L-shaped corner there. Isn't this cool? That's gonna be a good spot, I think. Don't worry, Sarducci, there will be many ReaperCons after this. But this is just the general layout of the hotel. I started working on it. It's not super complete yet, but I was labeling all the gaming tables. So this is what I was starting on, is labeling all the gaming tables. So this is normally where Joseph Wolf's game is, and then obviously I started going from here. So I'm gonna start numbering all the gaming tables. You have to stare. Oh, Jacob Jansen? Where's Jacob? Oh, Jacob, you're here. There's Jacob Jansen in chat. There's his booth, this little blue one right here, across the corner from Christine. I don't know if there's anybody else in chat. Probably not. But there, there's Bombshell, Minis, Gal. You're next to Mechanical Mind Studios. That's this kind of teal one right there. And then Black Site Studios. We have all their websites. Maybe we can go check out what they're going to be looking at. Do a collaboration, Jacob. Jacob, this is a good idea. So Jacob can maybe use some of his plinths to display some of Moonlight Mini's things, and then when they say, "Oh, I like this plinth," Moonlight can say, "Well, you can go get them right over there," and then maybe Christine can get some of her models and display them over here on the plinths on this side. Look at me. Look at that. I mean, most of the time when people come through this entrance right here, they're going to see both of y'all right away. But hey, it's a thought. I like that you did this, Christine, this corner. I'm curious as to how this layout is going to be. I'm assuming you and Kyle have already talked about it and already started planning what the booth is going to be laid out like. Especially with like this huge like L shape, you could do a lot of cool stuff. With it being very open and having all the models displayed along this corner, like along the corner, so that way there's a lot of Like when people are walking like down the aisle, they can cut through like that and then have all this space to walk through. What? I can't hear you. Talking to your microphone.
You're not hearing the effects, are you?
No.
Yeah, they're not on Sens, but I can put them on Sens so you can hear them. I'm messing with you a bit.
Oh, am I like modulating?
You were modulating, yes.
Oh, like whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Like a robot.
Yeah, this is gonna take a lot of messing with though, so I don't want to do too much because I actually broke the audio a second ago.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it cut. The reason why it cut out because I know folks are gonna ask.
Yeah.
That was me. It's not the microphone.
Yeah. Justin's having fun with his new toys.
Yes, I am.
He got a big new toy, so
it's huge. It's nice.
Pendrake asks, are all the green rectangles doors? Yes, I started. Like I said, this map isn't done yet. But yes, you can see here it says entrance, and then I didn't put anything on these, but you know they're signified to be doors. Yeah, these are all the entrances to the main hall and all the classrooms. You can see there, the classroom there. Was there to be a Kickstarter 6 update today? Yes, Sarducci, there is. I know Ron's probably working on it. During Reaper Live last night, he was talking about it, so there should be one today. Hey, if it gets posted, tell me in chat if it gets posted. We'll go over it together. All right, we ordered some really fun things. So Christine says that we're hoping to do a poison apple pub theme. That'd be fun. So Christine, if you come up with like I'm assuming I know you, so you probably have some kind of mood board or some kind of Pinterest with all this stuff on it. So if and when you come on to this stream, we can talk about it, and you can show it off. I think that'd be a fun content idea. Pendrick says dashed line in the main hall curtain. Yeah, so this is what we call an air wall. This thing right here. This dotted line straight down here, that's an air wall. So in the main hall, the main hall can be broken up. For instance, the vendor hall, right behind the Reaper booth and right behind all these booths right here, this is an air wall, all the way down there. So at night, when the vendor hall closes, we close this air wall right here, right there, along this line. We close that, and so we can lock the vendor hall up. And same thing we don't close this air hall, because the main hall stays open. We don't close that air wall. So, pretty nifty. It allows us to kind of control the flow of how the main hall looks. Nice, poison apple pub, or mead, or Applewise, if I remember the spelling of the alcohol. Poison apple pub. I think having a decorated booth would be cool. You know, get the attention of all the attendees. Yeah, Quindy, right now they're labeled as classroom 14 and 15. This is actually the kids' classes. This is in the corner of the main hall. I just didn't know what to label them. They are classes 14 and 15, but it's for the kids' classes, because we don't like to have the kids' classes inside of classrooms, like behind doors and stuff, so they're kind of out in the open. Class O room? Oh, that's what you're saying. Class O room. Yeah, I can fix that. Like I said, this isn't done yet. So you guys come to ReaperLand to look at all the stuff, all the cool previews and sneak peeks. The Class O room. Class O. It's French for class. Nailed it. I'm helping. All the not done yet stuff, early access. Yeah, this is just, like I said, I'm labeling the gaming tables because Collins is going to start scheduling all the games that people are signed up to run, and I want to be able to have them labeled here. Because what I'm going to do with this map is, for instance, let's say I'm going to use the contest, the costume contest as an example. When I send the emails out or whenever I update the costume contest page, I'll be able to circle on this map, like I'll do like a big red circle around here saying like this is where it's at, it's in this room. Or let's say you sign up to do a classroom in classroom 6 all the way up here. If you do classroom 6, whenever I update this page on tabletop.events, I'll circle this classroom in a big old like kind of red kind of circle, like a not like a perfect circle, but like a little swish, and then highlight it, and so you know where to go. I mean, obviously you'll be able to look at this and see, but for my aesthetic purposes, I think that'd be fun. So like with the meet and greet and things like that. So I was just making sure I had everything labeled correctly first before I kind of updated it more. I do want to do a key as well. Obviously, people were asking me about the doors. And red tables are gaming tables. Blue is kind of general seating. Moonlight Minis, we do not know. I do not know. I know that our contract is up after this year. So after ReaperCon 2023, our contract is up. And then obviously it will be up for renewal, or we might go to a different venue. I have no idea at this point. I don't get to make those decisions. You know what I mean? But I figured this was a cool little map, especially being able to see all the vendors. Are there any vendors that you guys are excited for in chat? I know last night we were talking about the manufacturer awards. I know Moonlight is doing one. Bombshell Minis is doing one. Warlord right here. Warlord and Trenchworks is doing one. And then I believe there was one more. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head. But I'll be able to find them. Go over here. There was Bombshell. Oh, Midnight Heroes. Midnight Heroes is the other one. Francis says, I like the place you have now. I do too. I like the hotel that we're in. I like it a lot, personally. Obviously, I wish there was more rooms in the hotel that we could get, but I like the venue overall as a whole. Quan had some fun products last year. Are you talking about Kana right here, this one? Yeah. Yeah, Kana has some cool stuff. Let's look at, are you guys, anybody in chat going to ReaperCon that is going to be participating in the manufacturer awards? I know that we have Moonlight's stuff, their booth. Let's look at your tribes, just because I can. Let's look at the store. Ooh. Did you see, I don't know if you saw, dang it, I don't have the picture from last night. Let's see if we can go find it. We'll scrub through last night's video. Pause. And see if we can find Ron's videos. That's what I was looking for. There we go. Reaper Live. All right, let's see if we can. There she is. I just saw her. We'll wait for this ad. Hey, ignore this ad. Go to reapermini.com. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I saw it in here. My scrubbing went away. There she is. So you guys might have saw last night. Ron showed this off. I don't have the art yet. He didn't send it to me yet, but I obviously didn't ask for it either. But he's going to send it to me. This is ReaperCon Sophie, if you guys missed it last night. I know Moonlight probably missed it, but let me catch up with chat for a second. Dogfather said he's going to be working on some of the manufacturers. Sweet. Coffee Notary Beer says that she has plans all year to participate in all of them, but only did Bombshell last year. Nice. So this is Druid Sophie, is what Ron's going to kind of call her. Druid Sophie with her little otter pet, dire otter pet there. I don't know who's sculpting it. I didn't ask him last night in the show. I don't know if he has a sculptor lined up for it yet. He might, but this was done by Max Dunbar, the illustrious Max Dunbar. but this is ReaperCon Sophie for 2023. That's this year. I did it. Yeah, love the otter. I'm excited. Yeah, because I believe this model and the otter will be CO cast. And then Ron also said last night, we discussed for the meet and greet for ReaperCon 2023 that we're talking about doing a 75 millimeter, 100 millimeter. We haven't decided yet. Once we start printing them out, we'll be able to decide. But it's going to be a larger version of this model. So for ReaperCon this year. Yeah. Hey, green users. What's up, Bob and Julie? Oh yeah, this is Druid Sophie. I'll be using this art on social media probably next week, tagging Max and doing a couple of other things as well. If I can find out who's sculpting it, I'll try to get some progress shots, and maybe we can do something on ReaperLand with whoever's sculpting it. That'd be cool. So there will be a larger version, but it's going to be only available to people that do the meet and greet. So, ooh. Yeah, she's intricate. Yeah, Max Dunbar likes to do all those things. Obviously, if you guys looked at old Max Dunbar stuff that got transferred into minis, some things need to be simplified. So like, you can see all this like cross stitching all the way down the middle here. That would just be a pattern, obviously. This isn't too bad sculpting wise. But for instance, you can see like these like wispy leaves. Those might be too thin, so these would probably likely be bulked up. You know, things like that. The bird might be a little small, so his connection point will be a little bit thicker. You know, it doesn't translate super one-to-one, you know what I mean? But, yeah. Staff may be too thin. Yeah, so the staff would need to be thicker. Exactly, those things like that. So it's not like perfect 100 to 100%. Obviously, things will need to be slightly altered. Because you don't want this connection point right here to be too thin, especially at the wrist where the staff is holding it. And likely the staff will need to be integrated with the base so the plastic can, you know, the material can fill up through this way. Because if a staff is like kind of like this, that's not attached, it's kind of annoying to have the plastic or the metal, in this case, come up through the legs and then have to come all the way back down the staff. It's a real pain. Oh, yeah, it's a video. It's a paused video. So, but yeah, I wanted to show Christine because the only reason I brought this up was because I was looking at this model from Christine. This one, and it reminded me of it. This lunette. So, there we go. This lunette was making me think of that. I like this lunette, Christine. I like this style of like Photoshop or this advertisement because it shows the digital render of the model and obviously the digital painting, but it's obviously kind of blown up to scale, the painting is. I love this style of advertisement because it kind of shows you kind of what it could look like. Moonlight says 3-month loyalty reward is what she is. I think that's cool. These were the dryads, the nymphs that I was looking at. But yeah, see, I like your advertising. I like I really like this style of having the models with the blown up, superimposed versions that are digitally rendered or painted. Me personally, I enjoy it a lot. So, but yeah, I super like this. I know Kyle does a lot of your rendering, if I'm not mistaken. So that's our new renders this year. Yeah, I like it when Kyle does all the renders. Super nice. I like it a lot. Anybody in chat painting? I saw Dogfather said he was going to try. Dogfather, you going to be painting any of these? And the only reason I'm showing this is because Moonlight Minis is doing a manufacturer awards, and I'm going to be. Just wanted to let everybody know so they can start getting their stuff to start painting for ReaperCon for the manufacturer awards. Most likely next week on social media, I will be posting all of the manufacturers and over the course of the week. So getting some advertising stuff ready and saying, hey, start getting your stuff now, getting ready for ReaperCon. So you can go get your models and start getting ready for competitions. Was on their chat? Oh, Dogfather? Yeah, nice. Yeah. There you go. So shout out to Moonlight. Who else was there? There was Bombshell, Midnight Heroes. Let's see what Midnight Heroes. Let's see what they got. Ah, why did it open my email? That was weird. Exhibitors. Midnight. Oh, they put their email in here. I need to message them and tell them that it's not that. But yeah, Scale 75 is gonna be there again. I'm excited that Turbo Dork. Is anybody excited that Turbo Dork's coming? I saw that they applied and they got a vendor space. But Turbo Dork's gonna be there. That's pretty cool. I reached out to them and waiting for a response back from them. So that's gonna be cool. You gotta get all your Reaper minis done first. I like that. I like Turbo Dork. I like what they do on social media. I like their Instagram a lot. Their Instagram's pretty neato. But yeah. If you guys haven't checked, if you go to the exhibitors page, like if you go to attend up here, and you go to exhibitors, you'll be able to look at the list of all the exhibitors. So you can start peeping out what to expect from all the different booths. Or you just want to come to ReaperCon and show up to the vendor hall and be surprised. That's all good too, but the option's here for you to see who's all coming and kind of what they're going to be offering. Jacob Jansen, you did a show with Turbo. Nice. I know that Collins talks to them quite a bit. He went to a convention and talked to them. He knows them by name, the two owners. So I'm excited for them to come to ReaperCon. I think it's a cool opportunity. What was I going to look at? Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to look at on chat. But yeah. I don't think you have the ability to, Moonlight, but Francis, if you go to the ReaperCon website, you should be able to just find their link that way as well. Or you can probably Google Moonlight Minis. Or I could just post it. I could just post it for you because I was just there. Here, I'll post it for you in chat. Moonlight. Threats detected. Here, I got you. I got you, Fuentes. There you go. That's for you. Oh, did my internet die? Hello? The vMix link died. Let me restart that. Because I still have internet. But it said 0 connections for vMix. It says 0 connections for vMix right now. I believe chat, you guys can still hear me and see me, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the NDI says 0 connections now. I did. Yeah. Because I still have internet. vMix. Run as administrator. Let's see. Yeah, it says ready, 0 connections. Weird. It just randomly stopped connecting. Moonlight says you gotta love how stable vMix is. Oh, there it is. There it goes. I don't know what happened there.
vMix NDI is really wonky as we're testing. Like, we've done this for a while. We've done it not with. We even did it during RVE and it had issues. So there's something about the NDI on vMix that's just really not reliable, to be honest.
Let's see who's on. Let's just jump around real quick to see what's going on. We might get some ads. Ignore this. Ignore this. Look what's coming up in on 5/22. What's listed on the Reaper website? We finally got the new Goth and his big box, and we got the ever wanted dragon turtle. This thing has been requested and been talked about for years now, and finally, it's going to be here. Jesus, finally. Hey, maybe
It's really unfortunate we only ordered 30 of them.
I mean, can you imagine?
Yes,
That
yes,
sounds
I
like
can.
such a Reaper thing to do.
It is 100%. Yeah, we ordered 30 of them.
No. Hey, maybe we should do a painting contest or something with this guy, or maybe we could do something with this guy. Like kind of how we did with the Rock when the Rock came out. I thought that was pretty cool. Do like kind of a big, large painting contest. But yes, often requested dragon turtle. That thing is cool.
Did Dance of Death ever come out?
That is slated for later this summer. It's on the same container that's coming with the dragon turtle, Narlethotep, Goth, all those big dragons and all the big restock. They're over there. I can see them.
So I often think about how I remember how we gave away Dance of Death.
Yeah.
Under the expectation Ron had said it was coming out soon.
Yeah.
Literally 4 years ago. It's not a joke.
This is when Anne was painting it.
Literally 4 years. When she was here in Texas.
Yeah, when she was still living.
Yeah. This was 4 years ago. I often remember I don't even remember the people that we gave them away to, but I told those people, whenever they came live, send me an email. I'll send you one.
Yeah.
And I'd have to dig back in the archives because I've got it somewhere.
Look at us now.
And look at us 4 years later. It's still not out.
We did it. Now we got to wait another 10 years before the Stygian Barge come out.
Oh, Jesus.
And then what's the other one? Caladrax? Caladrax, maybe? Nethermaal? I think it was Nethermaal. But I was just looking at Kana. Looks like she's doing some base meshing of this model here. Obviously, all the different colors means that those are different pieces. And she looks like she's doing some poly grouping for the different sections. So, it looks messing around with all the different settings. Don't forget the Chris Lewis ship. Oh yeah, the pirate ship. Yeah, but it looks like she's starting something new. What is her title? Module making, day 12, monster and character design. That's the title of her stream. Oh, Carrie Michael Cosby wants a chibi Nethermaal. That would be interesting. A chibi Nethermaal. That would be interesting. It looks like Darling Creepshow's painting. We're on playing the Muds on. Miniatures Den. I think I saw him. We were hosting him before we went live. Is he gonna play another ad? Okay, I hope not.
Like in the enemy or some shit like that?
Yeah, perfect. You know, do the whole thing. Vincenzo. Cute Nethermaal.
You know what?
What?
This is a super great way to get good content. We just pull up his stream and we stream it.
Yeah, bro.
We're restreaming his stream.
Yeah.
Restreaming.
I've learned a bunch of stuff from watching all the top streamers. They just constantly recycle each other.
I mean,
Like once you get a big group of streamers,
Yeah.
you can just kind of keep cycling everybody together.
This dude?
That's fair.
So,
Hey, make sure everyone wishes
look at that.
Vincenzo here a happy birthday. I would hate for
God damn it.
I would hate for his birthday to go unnoticed.
That thing looks cool.
Little baby boy here.
That thing's epic.
It is pretty cool.
This guy is a bad boy.
Bad boy.
He's gonna be on Patreon.
Patreon.
He's gonna be able to learn all of my secrets. Of how I
What's
painted.
Monument doing?
MechWarrior Dark Age is what it was called.
Oh, I like this. Oh, yeah, they're two different people painting, right?
I may have bought a whole.
Oh, I see them. They're
No,
on-
it's the same guy. He's
No, no,
just
no, no.
using. He's
So-
got 4 hands.
It's it's this guy and then the him right here. So there's two different painters. I like this. I like this setup. This reminds me of a Jimmy the Brush kind of setup.
Yep, collectible.
But
Features.
yeah, monument
And
with Pro Krill, House of Pro Krill.
yeah, not my favorite. It was fun. It was fun when you pulled a hero mech.
It's pretty
Because
cool.
it was in the time when
Who
they
else?
weren't
Anybody
all,
else I'm interested in? Studio 7.
They were all like
Nah, that's about it.
industrial.
I did notice, so right before we went live chat, I was looking and I saw this article. Has anybody played Gloomhaven? I played Gloomhaven in a weekly group. We played every Tuesday. We played it for about 5 months, and I thought it was pretty cool. Obviously, if anybody in chat has ever played Gloomhaven, it's kind of like a cooperative D&D, but with like cards and miniatures and different layouts, and it's kind of like a legacy choose your own adventure kind of a thing. Like depending on what choices you make and what happens, it kind of dictates the story. And they came out with a thing called Frosthaven on Kickstarter a few, I think last year, 2021. I can't remember. 2020, and they got 13 million on Kickstarter. You can see there for Frosthaven, and it's okay. I liked Gloomhaven for what it was, but apparently 3 days ago, or 2 days ago, they announced that they're going to be doing a Gloomhaven role-playing game. And I haven't seen this video, so I wanted to kind of react with it to you guys in chat. Because, I mean, with the announcement of Critical Role doing their own RPG system, they're doing 2 different RPG systems that they're going to be kind of talking about and previewing at Gen Con this year. I just think it's interesting that Gloomhaven also announced a role-playing game. As well as we're working on our own, and then there's obviously the Black Flag stuff with Cobalt. It feels like everybody's doing an RPG system now. Francis, oh yeah, Gloomhaven. It is definitely more combat because the story is all kind of written and you just kind of read it out. It's not. It's very combat heavy. Gloomhaven is. I tell people that if you're trying to teach somebody or ease them into something like D&D, this is a good way to kind of get into the combat scenario with like moving things around a board and keeping track of resources and things like that. It's kind of like that. It's very, very combat heavy. But I figured we would watch this video because I haven't seen it yet. And I'm curious as to what they're going to say. It's a little 2-minute video. It's a Gloomhaven role-playing game backer kit campaign teaser. So we'll just kind of see what's going on.
You've been on a grand journey with us. It is a journey that started with the release of Gloomhaven, a game
That's a big
that
box.
introduced a vast, exciting new fantasy world and engaging new dungeon crawl mechanisms. The world has since expanded on this journey.
I didn't know
with
Founders
the
was
release
theirs.
of new titles like Jaws of the Lion.
Yeah, expansion packs for
Of course,
Gloomhaven.
most recently, Frosthaven.
There's Frosthaven.
We are now absolutely thrilled to tell
Came out
you
last
that
year.
the world is about to expand significantly more. Last year, we told you about
I like
the
these renders.
crowdfunding project for Gloomhaven miniatures that will be launching this year on BackerKit, and we thought, wouldn't it be cool if you had more to do with those miniatures than just play Gloomhaven? If we
Okay.
opened this world up and let people tell their own stories in it, what if we turned this world into an RPG?
I wonder if they're going to give any more information about it.
This is the Gloomhaven role-playing game, which takes the Gloomhaven world and puts it in your hands, the hands of a Gloom Master. We're giving you the tools and the lore to create your own stories in Gloomhaven and the surrounding world. We've also created a robust skill system so that interacting with this newly expanded world and uncovering its mysteries will always be engaging. And when you run across a situation that can only be resolved with weapons, the Gloomhaven combat system will be there to make sure that is always interesting as well. But this isn't just Gloomhaven, the board game with a GM. This is a newly developed system that integrates the card management stamina system into the role-playing experience, so your cards help guide what you do, both in and out of combat.
Okay.
You can even bring role-playing and skills into combat, to swing from a chandelier, kick through a wall, or even convince the bad guys to stop fighting. Gloomhaven RPG and Miniatures of Gloomhaven, coming to BackerKit in April 2023.
All right, let's pause it there. So they talked about using this card system. I don't know how I feel. Oh, Kickstarter update. Oh, it's delayed? What's delayed? Queen. Are you talking about our Kickstarter update? I'll look in a second. Might have a look at Gloomhaven Next Edition Lucky. So, judging from the voiceover, they talked about it didn't sound like they were going to be using dice at all, because I don't see dice on this board anywhere. So it made it sound like it was going to be using the card system. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, thanks, Queen. I'll look at it in a second. But because in Gloomhaven, you have these cards. You have like a deck of cards. As you level up, you can keep adding cards to your deck. And you draw them, and then you spin them using points, and that's how you use your abilities. But you also use these cards for movement and things like that. So I'm curious as to how you're going to do an RPG system using cards. I guess you could have, like, if you're playing the Rogue class or the Ranger class, you have like Ranger-specific cards that as you level up, you can add them to your deck. And I don't know if you get to randomly draw them every turn, or I'm curious as to how they're going to handle that. So I think that's pretty neat from a gameplay perspective. You also have like these -1s and these +1s, or like if you crit, for instance, I think this purple one is a crit. So it looks like these two piles on the left and right, when you like do an attack or you do an action, you might like flip this over to kind of augment your attack in some way. So I'm kind of curious as to how they're going to do a non-dice-based role-playing game using cards. I mean, it sounds interesting off the top of my head, but that's just because I'm a long-time like TCG card player. So I think it's worth thinking about, at least. I'm curious as to how it's going to happen, but we'll see. And you guys also know that Critical Role did their thing, like their Darrington press release yesterday, where they talked about Daggerheart. You can see it there. They talked about Daggerheart in their press release yesterday. And Daggerheart is Critical Role's new RPG system that they're going to be talking about at Gen Con this year. So I'm curious to learn more about that as well, because it's been long time speculated that in the Critical Role campaign that's happening right now, they're kind of transitioning over. They're like changing the names of some of the stuff that's in D&D, and like the gods and the pantheons and things like that. So it's obviously hinting at going towards something that is not aligned with that. And obviously with the announcement of them doing their own RPG system and things like that, it sounds like the next campaign might be using their new system and things like that. So that's been a long time theory that's been coming, and it looks like it's coming to fruition. So especially with what's happening in the current campaign, it's obviously the storyline of that campaign is leading towards something like that, which, I mean, is honestly a smart marketing thing to do, in my mind. So somebody said the update came out. Let's go look. There we go. Update. Slightly delayed. Ronald, how dare you? You know what it is? It's probably because he got that new puppy. So it's making him delay his Kickstarter updates. I actually don't know. So it says, but the Friday update scheduled for today is going to be delayed, but just a few more days. So likely he will get it done on Sunday or Monday is normally what that means, if I had to guess. But obviously you guys can see the announced Chibi Pathfinder dragon. I know Ron showed this off during Bones 5, I think, along with some of the other Chibi heroes for Pathfinder, but this is the Pathfinder Red Dragon, the one that you see on the cover of the Pathfinder book. And I know a lot of people were saying, oh, Pathfinder Dragon, as a power-up, and well, here you go, you guessed correctly. He is going to be a power-up. But look how cute he is. Look how big his little chunky hands are. You got little chunky hands. He is cute. He kind of looks like Rocky's bigger brother. It's kind of what it looks like to me. Who was it painted by? Michael Proctor. I could have told you that, based on these scales right here, all down the middle. I could have told you that. It looks like a Proctor paint job. Swole Rocky, yeah, less. I guess Chippy's like the Rocky's kind of like, he has kind of like a large head and things like that. But yeah, you could easily use this in your campaign as like a young dragon of some kind of miniature dragon of some sort. But sculpted by Gene Van Horn. He also did all the other Pathfinder chibis, I believe, for the Kickstarter. Let's see what Jagged said. Bone 6 is never going to end. It will end, I promise you. I mean, it does feel nice that we have a lot of the stuff that we're going to be producing here. Like, I have all the molds pretty much done and ready, so as we can start casting them now. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to be able to do here that's going to be done, which is exciting. But yeah, so that is new. So I wonder what he's going to have for the next possible update in a couple of days. I can tell you, little sneak peeky. In the meeting the other day, I said, hey, Ron, we need to get the lighthouse printed so we can start showing it off and talking about the lighthouse. And he said that the file should be turned in and completed, like completed with like meshing and all that stuff here in the next couple of weeks. Probably, I'm hoping next week is what he said. So that way we can get it printed and we can start talking about the lighthouse. I have been collecting a lot of the Bone 6 models that we've been printing out, and now that I'm all caught up in kind of mold making and stuff, and ReaperCon stuff is kind of on autopilot at the moment while we start scheduling everything, I'm going to try to start taking some pictures of the Bone 6 stuff and giving them to Ron so he can update the Pledge Manager. I know that he's super busy, so I offered my time to do that. So I will be giving him pictures to update on the Kickstarter Pledge Manager. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, cool. Well, I'm kind of sad that the thing's going to be delayed, but what can you do? I'm assuming it won't be that delayed. I think it'll be until like the weekend. Normally, when he says that it's delayed, it's not very much. Let's see. Let's see what Darling's doing. It looks like she's doing a commission. Oh, looks like she's taking a break right now. But we might raid Darling Creepshow when we get time to raid. But yeah. Let's get a good backdrop. We'll put chat back on. Actually, you know what? We'll do GIF related. Where's my GIF channel? Oh, there it is. I can't hear you. Oh, okay. So if anybody has the GIF channel, go ahead. Your time to shine is now, while we talk about a few things. But I'm excited to start seeing everybody's entries into the MSP. I'm gonna try to figure out when the MSP pre-registration is gonna be going up. I'll be doing a ReaperCon update on Tuesday of next week with all the updated stuff. I should have Hobby Hijinks schedule all inputted next week as well. If anybody has any crazy ideas, I think one of these days we should do kind of a little shopping section. Here, we can maybe go on Amazon and just buy a bunch of stuff for Hobby Hijinks. So, from my understanding, Hobby Hijinks every year, Adrian and Ron, they would go to like Dollar General and Walmart and Target or whatever and just go find random funny stuff to kind of throw into hobby hijinks. And so I think us going onto Amazon and buying funny hats and some new funny stuff to kind of throw in the mix for hobby hijinks for ReaperCon, I think that'd be fun. Yes, like hats and oven mitts, and I think another thing that I want to get is, have you guys seen these things with the crazy goggles? So like when you put these glasses, when you put these glasses on, it kind of like messes with your vision up, where everything is like either really small or like kind of warped in some ways. So we could do those crazy glasses. I think that'd be fun. Hey Tyler, what's up? Oh gosh, that's like what? Somebody made this? Hey, that is such a good one, Armor for Sheep. That is hilarious. I love this. I know that it's that's so funny. Yes, I will take, like, trust me, I've been pushing for baseballs too like crazy. But if it was up to me, it would be done already. But I know that Kit is testing it. It's going to take another week, I think, for the official test. So if you are a Baseballs 2 backer, you might be getting an email very soon. We're going to be doing like a small 50-person test that's going to go out to 50 people. And then once that's kind of done, then it will go out to everybody. What does this say, Bakaroha? Oh, this could be a historic occasion. Yeah, I kind of want to end the show every time with the gift-related thing. So get roasted, dude. I'm cooked. Stick a fork in me. But yes. So I have a ReaperCon update going on Tuesday. I'm excited to buy stuff for hobby hijinks. We talked about getting arcades. I know last night on Reaper Live we talked about arcades for ReaperCon. I think we convinced Dave to get some more for ReaperCon 2023. My personal favorite is the pinball machine. I know Justin loves the pinball machine as well. It is definitely probably a highlight for ReaperCon. Every time we get a pinball machine, it's pretty epic. So yeah.
Particularly that Metallica one. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I think Ghostbusters was the one that I really liked.
That one's good too. That's fair.
Hell yeah. That's a good movie. I like that movie. But what else is there? A lot of cool stuff. So I don't know if we're gonna have an interview next week. I'm sure we will. I got to email back the Mirrorscape guys, so I really want to do an interview with them. Maybe I want them to do a demo for us, so we can put them up on the green screen here. They can do a demo for us and kind of show us and walk us through it with the actual designers of it, since they're going to be launching at the end of May. And I kind of want to interview them and pick their brains. So we might have an interview with them. And then obviously I want to start bringing more people on now that we have the new mixer and everything is kind of back to being fixed and normal. Maybe we can get like, who we thinking? I'm thinking like Kara. I want to get, maybe reach out to Miniac, maybe Moonlight, Zambies. What other streamers? We can get Darling, Mike Disney. You know, we can start getting, maybe we can do multiple, maybe do some charades. We could do all kinds of stuff, but I do want to get like maybe we can get some sculpting. I want to get some sculpting on here. Maybe we can do like a community sculpting thing. But it's cool. The possibilities are endless now that the mixer's fixed and we can have people call in. Foo Fighters pinball just came out. Ron was talking about the pinball convention that happens here in whatchamacallit? I don't remember what month he said. We didn't play marbles today. We did not. We'll try to get marbles set up, especially on my laptop, because if I can control it from here, it'll be a lot better. So I just need to log into the Reaper account and put it on stream here. That was Pendrake. Texas Pinball Festival. That's what it is. Texas Pinball Festival, TPF. Also, my little reminder here before we start wrapping up the show is if anybody's going to be in town in the DFW area for Board Game Geek Con, or if you're local and you want to come volunteer, come hang out with me. We're going to be doing a paint and take on May 26th through the 29th. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So I'll be there all 4 days doing a paint and take at Board Game Geek Con. Last year it was a blast. It was packed the whole weekend, like constantly, from open to close. So I'm expecting it to be the same as last year. Plus, the cool thing is the room that we're in at the convention hall is right next door is the room where they're doing a bunch of demos and tests for new board games and stuff that people are testing, that are going to be like coming out or kickstarted or funded or play tested and things like that. So we got to play test a lot of cool new games, like right next door to where we were at the paint and take. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, May 26th. Okay, telling my friends. Yeah, just email me or get a hold of me in some way in the Discord, or there's a ticket system. I know I like to use that a lot, but just message me and I'll get it all set up. You can tell me when they're gonna be there. Yada yada yada. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff coming up. I think that's it for me. I gotta go water my yard. Shocker. But yeah. What are you doing in there? Justin's pillaging around. I couldn't raid last night, so I'm going to try to raid today. Who should we raid? I was going to say Darling, since I saw Darling on. She's painting. There's quite a few people on. Lynn Zaria's on, my raid leader. But we'll do that. Let me see if I can do /raid. Oh, it works this time. There we go. So it worked today. It didn't work last night. I don't know why. But have a great weekend. Yeah. I'll see you
Because
guys
Twitch.
next week.
That's why.
I'll see you guys next week. Go out to the movies, have fun, eat some dinner, take care of yourselves, walk your dog. See you on the flip side.
Thank you guys very much.
Bye.
We'll see you later.
Tell Darling we said what's up.
What up?
What up?
Yeah. See you guys.
But bye.
This is a city. Some call it Denton, Texas.
We call it ReaperLand.